Hello beautiful people, it's Anne here, and this video is all about the purchases that I made in the month of March. We're going to start off on a high note, and I'm going to get into some things near the end where I kind of failed real bad. Well, not real bad, but I definitely messed up, but we'll get into that. So we'll go through some things very quickly, just like the last video. I'll group it, I'll provide everything, the cost of everything, and the totals at the end of the video. So let's start off with the category of tools, and the only thing I bought in the category of tools was a mirror. So to show you what I was using before was this little guy that's a double-sided mirror that has magnified on one side and normal on the other. This is the mirror that I've been using to do tutorials, and it's the mirror that I use when I'm not doing my makeup in the bathroom. Obviously it's very small. I've been looking for a mirror for probably a good year or so now, and just couldn't decide on anything. The simple human mirror, I think that's what it is like way too expensive. It's over $200. I was looking at some at Bath and Body Works, but nothing was really standing out to me as something that I wanted. So as I was making a purchase on Amazon, I just did some browsing around, and I did find this mirror that I bought. I'll try not to blind you. So it has magnified on the two sides. It's got a light around the middle here, and then a mirror on the side. I'll insert a picture of it as well so you can see it. It's okay. So I paid $37.99, and I definitely got what I paid for, which is fine. I mean, it's obviously an upgrade from what I was using. It does feel pretty light and a little bit cheap, but not that bad actually. The only complaints that I have are some people complain that you can plug it in or put batteries in it for the light, but it doesn't actually come with the outlet part of the plug. For me, that's not a huge deal because I have a bajillion of those from old phones and cameras and things that I've had in the past. The other thing that is a problem is sometimes when this is at a certain angle, because the weight of the mirror, it starts to slowly like bend down and go back to the standing position. And the other complaint that I have is this isn't high enough. I like to have the mirror sort of at face height, so sometimes I have to stick a box or lower my chair to use it properly. So that was the only tool item I bought, so yay me, one thing. I also only bought one thing in the area of skincare, so I finished up the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid, and I decided to buy the Ordinary Buffet Serum. I kind of wish I had just stuck with the hyaluronic acid, but I did want to try this out because it does have hyaluronic acid plus some other ingredients, but I'm finding that I can't use this in the morning. I think it's reacting with another serum that I'm using in the morning, which will be in my video, I think prior to this one, about dark spots. And what ends up happening is when I put my foundation on, I'm getting like pilling underneath. So I'm only using this at night right now. And this serum costs $16.72. So I believe it was more expensive than the hyaluronic acid. So now we're going to get into other. And the only other category that I purchased something in was bubble bath. So I purchased the Life brand Sweet Almond Bubble Bath. I already mentioned in a previous video that I was going to buy a bubble bath to replace the Philosophy one that I bought that's more of a body wash. And I paid $6.77 for the bubble bath. Now we're going to get into makeup, and I will ease you into things that were the okay purchases, and then we're going to get into a little discussion. I think I need to have a chat on some feelings that I have and where I feel like I messed up. So if you're in the Toronto area and didn't know, there's a new Deciem store in the Path, and the Path is open business hours, 9 to 5 weekdays, and that's where I bought the serum. So of course, because I was in the store, I bought two more things that I really didn't need. So I bought the serum foundation, and I got it in the shade 1.2N Light Neutral. I could have gone for the cool tone one probably, but I wanted to go with the neutral one because I felt like this will work for me throughout the year a bit better. I've only used it a couple times, and I'm gonna say that I'm not loving it at the moment. I need to try it with some different primers and a few different scenarios. Because it's so thin and watery, I feel like it's really sitting into the texture of my skin. So I have that very like orange peely type skin on my cheeks. And I feel like because it's so lightweight, it sort of wears off the top layer of my skin, but sort of sits in those little like orange peeled holes, if that makes sense. So again, I need to maybe try some different primers with this and keep playing with it. And speaking of primers, the other thing that I bought was the high adherence silicone primer. Again, it says this is a high adherence blurring surface smoother and primer. I saw the surface smoothing and I was like, yes, please. I want to try that. And I'm pretty sure this was just under $5 before tax, so it seemed pretty affordable to try out. I've only used it once, so I can't really comment on the product just yet, but we'll see. And so, again, for costs, the serum foundation cost me $7.57, and the primer cost me $5.58, and that's both with tax. So I made some drugstore purchases. The first one was the CoverGirl Plum Crusher in Waterproof. This is to replace the Maybelline Great Lash Waterproof Mascara that I have. I use these two pretty interchangeably, and again, this was fairly affordable. I think it was on sale when I bought it, and it cost me $7.90 with tax. And this is where I slowly fell off the wagon, but this was the minor fall off the wagon. This was just like I stepped off for a second and got back on again. So I bought two more of the Gosh eyeliners. Again, they were $3 each, so I paid $6.78 for these two. I got two different colors. I got a woody green and purple stain. I'll be honest, purple stain is actually quite an accurate name. The pigment of this is not that great, and I find the blue one that I have, the pigmentation is not that great as well, whereas I find the green, the bronzy one, and the gray one that I have actually have really good pigmentation. And I also kind of realized that in all the stores, they replaced the Gosh section at Shoppers Drug Mart with the Nude by Nature. So I think that's why everything was on sale, because they were getting rid of all the Gosh stuff. So my theory of, yay, I think I may have found a replacement for the Urban Decay eyeliners is gone out the window. So I need to keep searching for something else that will replace the Urban Decay eyeliners. I still like them. They're just so expensive, and I don't want to keep repurchasing them if I can find something else that's comparable but at a cheaper price. And something else that I bought that I really did not need to buy was the Essence Eyebrow Designer in Soft Blonde. So the eyebrow pencil that I've been using is the Anastasia one, and I'm pretty sure it's in medium brown, so it's a little dark for my hair color and my skin right now. So I was kind of on the hunt for a blonde eyebrow pencil. And this was, I think, about $2.50 before tax, so yoink, just picked it up, and I immediately regretted it when I got home. This is really hard. I don't like the way it feels. It doesn't work that great. I also don't like, I realize that even a pencil, is too big. I need the really fine tip, like the micro fine tip. And I know I've used the L'Oreal one in the past, and I probably should have just spent the extra few dollars, and I wanted to try it. I think there's an Annabelle one, and I think NYX has one as well, so I should have just tried one of those. Anyway, here we are. I bought this one. I have been using it. I will use it just to finish it up, but I regret buying this, and I would not repurchase this for sure. So with tax, this cost me $2.81. So, I mean, at least it was like not that expensive. So here's where we get into why I'm annoyed at myself, really. That's all this is I'm annoyed at myself. I'm annoyed at, I'm kind of embarrassed at my behavior. But at the same time, the outcome was not that bad, I guess. So I'm just going to get into it that I bought some things from MAC. I'll be open. I have never bought anything from MAC before, and I now understand why I've never bought anything from MAC before. And this, again, is nothing against MAC. This is me and my weirdo personality. So I'm very socially awkward and sometimes get some social anxiety, especially in situations that I'm very uncomfortable with. And when that happens, my brain goes a little crazy and I think it shuts down a little bit. It doesn't quite work like it's supposed to. So, how all of this started was that I was looking for a single eyeshadow to match this one in the Maybelline quad that I have. I really don't care for the other colors in terms of uniqueness. I have those colors in other palettes or singles, and the only one that I kind of really liked that was different was this one. So I saw that NYX was having a bit of a sale, and MAC was also having a sale. So I decided to go to NYX first and do some swatching, and I didn't really find anything that seemed comparable to this shade. So, and I was good. I didn't buy anything else at NYX, even though I did peruse around the aisles. There was nothing that I really needed. The only thing that I've had my eye on was I want to try a cream contour. So I may buy a cream contour from NYX or somewhere else in the near future. But again, I don't need that right now. So then I moseyed on down to MAC. And again, MAC stores to me, the way they're set up, I find it's intimidating to a person like me that's, kind of not really a makeup artist. I'm not a guru. I'm not a professional. And the way the store is set up, I'm the kind of person that I like to just go into a store, take a look what I want, and if I need help, I will ask for it. But I think the way the MAC store is designed is they have all like the display stuff out for the samples, but you really do need to like talk to an associate to like actually get the products because they're sort of hidden all around the outside of the store. And again, nothing against the people that work there. The store that I was in, everyone was super lovely and nice, but because they all like have like perfect makeup and a lot of them do pretty dramatic makeup, I find it intimidating. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like they look at somebody like me and they're like, "You girl doesn't know what she's doing at all. Like she's a hot mess." Especially because I went to the store after like a 10-hour day. I'd already been at work all day long, and I'm sure I did not look that polished. So anyway, so combined with my anxiety of even before entering the store, I see the single eyeshadows, so I just beeline for them, and I start swatching them. I found one that I thought was a match for the color that I was looking for. It was not a match. Anyway, associate came and talked to me and asked what I wanted. And I said, I just want this single eyeshadow. I think it's a good dupe. There was no way I was bringing this into the store. I'd feel like a total dink if I'm like, I got this Maybelline quad, and I'd really like to buy a dupe for this one color. I would just feel really stupid. So she went and got the eyeshadow for me. And again, this is where my brain kind of short-wired a little. Didn't quite work. And now I understand what she was asking me, but I wasn't understanding at the time. And I think she was asking me if I wanted a refill for the palette, but I thought she was asking me if I wanted a pro palette. And nah. I'm like, no, I just want the single. So she gave me the single and the case, and I really did not want the case because the case is way too bloody expensive, and I just wanted the single eyeshadow. Anyway, that's totally my fault. Like, I'm an idiot. I was not understanding, and I didn't realize it until I left the store. So the color that I got was Oh My Mocha. Let's just do some swatches, and I'll show you how dumb I am. And ironically, this does match a few other shades that I actually have. Okay, so the bottom shade right here, there we go, focus on my hand. The bottom shade, that is the shade that I was trying to match. This shade, the next one to it, is Oh My Mocha. Yeah, they're clearly not the same. The next one up is Stereo, and then the next one up is Andromeda from Julep, and then the one on the top is Amaretto from the Chocolate Bar palette. So as you can see, I did a very piss poor job of trying to match this shade. So now I feel like an idiot, so I don't want to go back to the store. Anyway, I knew that my brain was starting to go a little crazy and I was feeling a little overwhelmed in the store, but I was trying to be calm. and I wanted to look around and just see what else there was, even though I was sure that I really shouldn't spend any more money. But let's just say I peruse the MAC website like at least once every couple of weeks, and I don't buy anything. So there's stuff that's in the back of my head. So none of these purchases are ever like actually spontaneous for me. Usually they are thought out. So like, for example, the Oh My Mocha. I had seen that online already and kind of thought maybe it was a match. I was doing pretty good. Decided not to pick anything else up until I got near the cash register and they had the minis, and I bought 2. And I really failed because I bought a lipstick, and I was trying so hard this year to not buy any new lipsticks. As I said though, I've had my eye on this for years, and at least I feel slightly better that I bought the mini than the full size. So this is a mini in Velvet Teddy, and I am really happy with this purchase. This Velvet Teddy is my color. I kind of knew that it would be a color that I would really like, and it is definitely a color that I really like. And then again, I bought a mini of the I bought a mini of the Fix Plus Prep and Prime, which I've never had before. I've never tried, and I'm sure that probably the mini is not the most cost effective, but I figure if I do like it, which I'm assuming I will because it seems like everybody likes it, that I can just buy the full size and then replace this or refill this with the full size when I go traveling or whatever. So to recap on the spending at MAC, I spent $16.10 for this single eyeshadow. That kills me so much. I'm such an idiot. But whatever. It is what it is. I did it. I admit to it. I paid $13.56 for Velvet Teddy. Again, really didn't need to buy this. I could have bought a Maybelline or Revlon or another lipstick, probably at a cheaper price that's almost the same color. But it's not Velvet Teddy, so bought that. And then again, I paid $11.87 for the Max Fix Plus. So, yeah, there's my embarrassment out there for you to see. I know it's not that bad, but I think in the future, I will purchase things from MAC online to spare myself from feeling like a complete dink when I go into the store. So recapping on totals, on the other category, the only thing I bought was that bubble bath, which was $6.77. In the skincare, the only thing I bought was the buffet serum from The Ordinary, which was $16.72. In the tools category, the only thing I bought, again, was the mirror, which was $37.99. And then my failure for the month was the makeup category, which I spent in total $72.17. So in total on beauty items this month for March, I have spent $133.65. Overall, it's not too bad. Again, I spent unnecessary things in the makeup category. And one of the other reasons why I'm annoyed at myself and a little mad is because I know for sure in April that I will be spending more money. I do have at least one pretty large purchase coming up in April. So I was trying to be on my best behavior before then, which obviously I failed at a little bit. So hopefully, I know April, I'm forewarning you right now, April is going to be my expensive month. Hopefully after April, we'll get back on track. And then, I know in July, because that's my birthday month, I will probably have a bit more spending again than usual. And again, $130, maybe not a whole lot for people, but I feel like a lot of channels, they may show you the individual prices of things, but I don't ever see them giving you totals. And I think it's fair for me to be transparent on totals of what I'm spending, because I think we forget about that sometimes, that little things add up. As someone that tries to save money because I want to buy bigger things, like I own my own condo, and that was not an easy thing to do. And one of the ways you do that is you don't spend money on smaller ticket items, or you don't spend money on things that are considered non-essentials. So things like makeup, things like eating out, things like just unnecessary clothing buys because you want an extra blouse or an extra pair of pants when you could make do with what you have. So that's why I get a little hard on myself, because I do know the benefits of saving money, that this stuff is for fun. But at the same time, I do have a pretty good job now. I do own my own place, and I do realize that I need to relax a little bit more when it comes to spending, that, this makeup does bring me joy, and it is okay to spend money on something where you are getting joy. It's when you're spending money to the point where it's not bringing you joy anymore that you are overspending and you are now starting to feel guilty. And I'm definitely not in that place. So I hope you found this video interesting and informative. If you liked it, give it a little thumbs up down below. And if you want to see videos from me in the future, please subscribe. I hope to see you again sometime soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.